You may think that this year's drag race is all about RuPaul, but it's not. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I want to say good morning to my YouTube audience. This is the Haitian Voice. I'm doing reviews to connect to the world, to connect with everybody, because a lot of times when you see the Haitian Voice, a lot of people do not relate. So this is just to show I can look like a poodle, just like everybody else. I can look like a poodle. I can relate. You may think this year's drag race is about RuPaul, but it's not. This year's drag race is all about this. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. You may think this year's drag race is all about RuPaul, but it's not. It's actually not. This year's drag race is all about one of my favorite actors in the world, and her name is Jennifer Lewis. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. This year's RuPaul Drag Race is all about my favorite actor. One of them, because I do have a lot of favorite actors. One of them is, what is his name? I don't remember it off the top, but I do have so many favorite actors that I can't pile them up. But this one female actor, Jennifer Lewis, this year's Drag Race is all about her. We have a sissy in the race. You and I, Jennifer, our sissy is in the race. And I'm talking about Shangela. Listen, Shangela, the first time I saw you on RuPaul's Drag Race, I thought you were Jennifer Lewis handicapped. You came in there all fragmented. What I called it at the time was fragmented drag. I really didn't get it. You wasn't governing these CCs. You wasn't telling them like it is. You were taking it in, and basically you did not bring it. And you've had one do-over, and you back. So what I'm predicting for this season, this seasons of Drag Race, from what I can tell, is you have our sissy in the race, Shangela. And Shangela is coming back because as you're seeing this going on, what else is going on in the media? Jennifer Lewis, she's doing workshops, she's doing speaking engagements. She's all over. I'm not sure what happens in the TV screens, but she's all over social media as far as what's coming up on my news feed. I'm not sure if it's because I'm into her, but as far as what my news feed is telling me, she's starring on Blackish and she's doing a great job. I need to watch that show. I haven't and why haven't I? Because she's on there. You know, so this is it. This is it for you, Shangela. This is it for you to come in character and stay in character. We're not having no failed. And listen, honey, what is his name? What is this other drag star's name? What is his name? And we know what's going to happen to you, honey. I don't know why you came back. Like some people don't learn. Some people don't accept the win for what it is. But sometimes you will get stuck with a loss. And who am I talking about? I'm talking about this one African drag guy. What is his name? What is his name? What is this one guy? He's a winner. He's won All-Stars. I think he won the first All-Star. So why are you back? I think his name is, what? No, BB. Yes, BB. Yes, BB. Why are you back? Why are you back, BB? Like, this is the time where Shangela, and you know, I hate to make it like this, and I hate to put so much pressure on one person, but you are here to define the bitch in you, honey. This is the moment where you have to show pride, not for you, but for your queen. Because as far as I'm concerned, all of these drag stars, all of these males, they have women. They have women, and those women are their queens. So you come in on RuPaul to represent Jennifer, to represent me. So we have a sissy in the race. We are counting on you. And so far, so good. But you got to deal with BB. And I don't know what's going on, but I think BB, you should have kept your win. You should have just kept it moving instead of coming back to deal like, you got to deal with Thorgy. You got to deal with other, well, somebody has to go home. That's what I think. Someone has to go home. But as far as you coming back, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I predict Shangela is going to win this season's All-Star Drag Race. I am predicting that because I can see what else is going on in the media. Because, like I said, I'm into Jennifer Lewis, and she's a queen. And so she's produced this drag star, who's Shangela. Shangela is her son. So, you know, I'm invested in this season's Drag Race. And by the way, RuPaul, I've been meaning to speak to you about the way you treat your stars, your cast, the way you treat your fellow, you know, drag artists, I would say. What do they call? What do you guys call yourselves? Drag artists? Drag, you know, I usually just call it drag. So if you have another title for it, assign it to the rest of that. Drag, blank, fill in the blank. So, RuPaul, what I've been noticing is you don't want to pay your cast. And when I say pay, I don't mean favors. I don't mean, like, when it comes to royalties, when it comes to giving these males anything that will give them any type of ownership, like letting them sing with their own, letting them put, like, for example, one example is episode 3. Episode 3, you had a recording of all these voices, and these males could have done it, but you did not let them. And it took this one guy, and it took him so much to do his own song. And why do you think he came in there to lip sync to his own song? Because he wants to have some type of rights. He's one of those guys who sat down and thought about you, profoundly thought about you. One of the names that I do have for you, RuPaul, you know, I do feel like you abuse your gay rights. I do, and it's just because of the way you do not let these, I mean, these males, they do evolve, and they do get, I mean, the few that win or that shine, and, you know, and just because a few do it, it doesn't mean that it's a comfort zone for all these other drag artists. And, you know, these males, and I'm not sure if I should blame you, because these males, they come on and to let you use them. And that's what I feel a lot of times. I do enjoy the entertainment. Do not mind my review just because it goes a little bit, you know, beyond the superficial, because I'm not here to advocate no rights for no grown males. I sure am not. I'm just making an observation, dear. And the observation is just plain old simple, honey. You like to keep it all. Golly. You want scrotums and the clitoris. God damn it. Some people just want it all. And that's just what I'm observing, Rue. So it took this one male to do his own song, to perform his own song. And I hope this sets a trend. I hope it's a trendsetter for the rest of your participants, for the rest of your cast, futuristically, because, you know, this is a major show. They're not allowed much rights. They're not allowed much rights that would lead to any type of royalties or any type of ownership to what you're doing at all. It's like your show is so well structured to just keep it all. It's amazing. And congratulations, because you're dragging these males and they accept the dragging. So I'm not defending them. Sometimes I do watch and I'm like, damn, like one of my favorite participant is Bob, the drag queen. And for the life of me, I love me some Bob. I love me. And I do, but at the same time, Bob drags me. So when it's time for Bob to get angry, he mimics me. And I'm looking at Bob and I'm like, gosh, I wish I could just meet Bob one day. And I would slowly reach into his pants and I would begin to squeeze. Just gently at first, because we must find your own anger, Bob. Like, you just, and it's just continuously and continue. So I do it. I am entertained. I do love it when the men entertain me. I do love it. But at the same time, sometimes I do watch and I have to wonder, this one male or this one, and this is not a general wonder. It's just sometimes I watch and I prefer not to name names, but sometimes I would, and this is not for Bob. I love me some Bob. But sometimes I do wonder, what is his purpose besides to get dragged by you? And congratulations are in order because they do allow it. So I cannot advocate for them. I do enjoy it when the males entertain me. I cannot, negate what I'm enjoying. So that's not what I'm doing here. I just find it a little, I don't know, like the way you don't share. You just, ooh. So back to our Jennifer Lewis. Yes, Jennifer Lewis is in the media, major. So Shangela, do not disappoint us, Shangela. So you do have great responsibilities because you are our number one sissy and you are representing the number one Hollywood queen. And if you listen to Jennifer Lewis's stories, you know, Shangela, unless she tied you to a bedpost, unless Jennifer Lewis tied you to the kitchen, to the dining room tables, legging, ain't no way you could be broken as a drag. So come on out here and show us what queen made you. And this is what it's all about, Shangela. It's all about what queen made these sissies. And when you're looking at these other sissies, what queen made them? When you're looking at authority, that is an ensemblement of broken queens. I mean, queens can be broken too. It's not just about, you get on a materialistic level, you'll get broken. So Shangela, darling, you are coming here to represent us. Honey, break a leg. Don't break a nail now. Break a leg and come on out. And in the meantime, watch yourself, and I love the way that you bring in your own creativity, you bring in your own materials, and that's what you have to do with Ru. You got to be super, super creative with Ru. Otherwise, you're just authority, Now, by the way, somebody who really, really surprised me this year, oh man, was it Morgan Michaels? Somebody really, really surprised me, like really, Overbite. Bucktooth bitch. She really, really surprised me this year. Like seriously, like she was one of the, and she doesn't have that face. She has that type of face, that girl that is trailing around 6 other girls just wanting to be down. That's the face she's always had. Bucktooth, Overbite. I don't want to name the one queen, honey, because these queens are coming for you. If you do. So yeah, she really surprised me. Her technique was on point. She came in there lipstick for her life. What is her name? Aja? No, it wasn't Aja. Was it? Yeah. Was it Aja? She came out here and really, well, congratulations, honey. But you don't have it. You don't have enough to not get dragged by Ru. Regardless of how you see it, most of y'all contestants, you will get dragged by Ru. You have to be creative. You have to be that type of Bob the drag queen. And Shangela, honey, you got to bring the comedy. You got to bring the funk. You got to bring Jennifer. You got to woo these bitches. You got to go backstage and let these bitches know that it's you. So we are counting on you, honey. We are counting on some Shangela. Don't bring us change back. Don't bring me back 2 quarters, 50 cents. Don't bring me back 50 pennies, 50 cents. Don't bring me back 5 dimes.
I don't want nobody.
We got a sissy in the race, y'all.
Fucking with me in these streets.
We got a sissy in the race. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know, I've always wanted to be the 4th person on that. I've always wanted to be the 4th person. Like I said, this year's RuPaul's Drag Race is not about Ru. It's all about Jennifer and Shangela, bitch. Shangela, you better not fuck it up.